much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Sooners will kick this deep to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Keeping it on the ground here. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. And the Lobos hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown in midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Off target and incomplete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you've thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, good hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Yeah, that's the challenging aspect of these RPOs, kind of that gray area on the read. The quarterback felt he could pull that and try to make a play off to his right, but the defense is all over the quarterback, and they push him backwards.
This will be fair caught back at the 10-yard line. And the Lobos offense is back out there. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. As the first down is still going. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Has the first down and more. Now here he goes. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
Back to throw. It's Wilson. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up second down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. The Lobos will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. The back's got it. Running with purpose. Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Off the incompletion and sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. The quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
He's in the clear. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
All right, Chris, here comes that tempo. Sometimes just getting that first down will kick them into that gear.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Scanning the field, it's Wilson. Looking deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Field it at the 25. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He keeps it on a design run. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Tailback takes the handoff again. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Hawkins. Gets made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And the same runner's got it again. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up 1st and goal at the 9.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Sooners come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. New Mexico's offense retakes the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. On the run, it's Smith. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Sticking with the running game. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. The Lobos looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
All right, here comes that up-tempo look from the offense. Sometimes it's just getting that 1st down that will kick them into that gear.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. 2nd down after that previous play.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Dropping back, it's Wilson. Caught quickly. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production.
And they heave it deep downfield. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Lobos.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. QB keeper all the way. Breaks into the clear. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. Solid gain moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. To throw, it's Hawkins. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Offense facing second and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
PAT is good, and they go up 17-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Dropping back, it's Wilson. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, what can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time it's complete. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he drops it. Can you believe it? So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wilson. He's hit as he throws it. That's caught. It's Hampton. They bring him down to the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he heads out of of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Now, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He fires downfield. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. Offense getting set. It's second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he'll drop back here on third down. Has a path to the end zone. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Out like this makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Lobos will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Hardy. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second down play coming up. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Powering through a tackle. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
You know, third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside.
Now here he goes. They can't stop him. And he heads out of bounds after another big scramble. This defense has had no answer for the quarterback runs today.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Lobos offense is back out there. Looking to pass. It's Wilson. That's caught. It's Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Lobos come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10.
Man, the defense did everything right here. Good coverage, good job of knowing where the quarterback is, but they just couldn't quite keep him short of the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Smith. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The Lobos getting set on 1st and 10.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. It's Hampton. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? That's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now from the 23.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This is the 6th play on the drive. To throw, it's Wilson. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Could take it all the way. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Throwing in the ring can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there and coming up with that big interception.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles and soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. He'll hand it off.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Back to throw. It's Wilson. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Crosses the 35. Goes out of bounds, but a huge pickup on the play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the 4th by going to the air. The sure hands. It's Smith. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Lobos will crank up the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Has caught, can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Lobos. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. 4th down coming up. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, here we go, Chris. Talk about a game-changing play by this defense, maybe a momentum-stealing play. I mean, there's still work to be done here, but this defense has given their offense a shot to maybe get back into this game.
Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Wilson. A deep shot to the left side. Catch made wide open way downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, New Mexico. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch and catch combination all game, Kurt.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
Here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, I got to tell you, I didn't realize that this quarterback could do what he is doing today with his legs. I have all the respect in the world with how he can distribute the ball and throw the football. But, boy, he is putting on a display of running today.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
After the incompletion, 2nd down now from the 35. Grinding away on the ground. He's got the 1st and still going. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
And that's going to be a 1st down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No chance to catch him there.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. New Mexico's offense retakes the field now. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Finds his man. It's Smith. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Looking to throw. It's Wilson. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Great patience here by the quarterback on this angle route. I think the linebackers had great depth. It looked like an easy completion. Unfortunately, the running back just drops the football and misses out on a big gain.
Looking to throw it again. On the move now. Looking to scramble now. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. And the Lobos come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Hey, the defense working with this lead does everything right. Taking away any threats downfield, gives the quarterback only option really is to take off and pick up some yards. Now, they better be careful because you do that too many times, eventually he could get out and put it in the end zone.
So, second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Throwing for his running back. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Important second down play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Passes the 40. He has first down yardage at the 46. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This is a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. For the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Try to get yourself in position to still make a run at the end of the year. Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
On the toss play, runner moving left. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the +42.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that, and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Back to pass, it's Turner. Coming out aggressively. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pressure coming. This one's complete. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. That's reeled in. It's Allen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. This time he's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Bought a little time, lets it go. This time on target. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Dropping back, it's Turner. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Brown has it. Hard running there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Going for it all. Touchdown, Arizona State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Throws to the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This time it's complete. Turns it on at midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on 44. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. At the 20, he's got space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Herd!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Right back to the well. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and
into double coverage, and he picked it off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And David, the defense...
And he's still running after the move. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's White. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Extending the play. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tyson. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Turner. Here's the pressure. And down he goes back at the 3. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On the run, deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because...
Lets it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Marshall!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Tyson. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Finds his man. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He might want another play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off the defense. And another broken tackle. Touchdown, Arizona State! He would not be denied. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run.
What a play by this defense. You got the all. Backed up, you stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the game we've had circled on our calendars all week is here, and how about this development? Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything going on today, and when it happens, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback moving. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Hauls it in down the sideline. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Marshall quick to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his target down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fakes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Buying some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You know, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago, because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for the goal line. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on 4th and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone. Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Give to Brown. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
But when you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got him. There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give, and tick, 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 tick. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
With the first down, they'll put it and play it from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Levin. Trying to set up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up.
Looking for the end zone. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing the...
Unleashes one deep. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And they're able to make the tackle. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one